welcome back to the studio as we get ready for the final day of the final match of the day. It's a 5th and 6th playoff, and it's Ireland up against Zimbabwe. And I welcome in studio Nicola Koski. Nicola is an marketing account executive from Boshendal.
That's correct.
Boshendal is one of our sponsors of the tournament. Nicola, how did you get involved in the sponsorship in Polocrosse?
So I've been involved with Polocrosse for about 18 months. Been through a high goal and now into the World Cup. Was introduced through Mike Taylor, actually, and the first time I watched a Polocrosse game, I fell in love with it, and then decided we need, as a brand, definitely need to get involved. Yeah.
I was going to say, it's not your first rodeo. You guys you've sponsored quite a few tournaments now.
Yes.
High goal, this one.
Yep. And a lot of the junior or the club games as well. So I've been involved with a lot of it. Just absolutely in love with the sport, and I feel our brand being a premium brand, playing to not only the players but the spectators, it really just brings a different element to the game.
I must say, you've been around, well, with the Boshendal brand now, been around Polocrosse long enough for us to almost become synonymous with our bigger tournaments.
100%. It's been so special walking around, having met so many people, knowing that the tents are full of Boshendal, not only for the public but also for the players and all the PASA members. So it's been very special for us.
We've seen you at the internationals that were held year before last up in Underberg.
Yep.
We've seen you at the high goals, now the World Cup. How does this tournament compare to what you've seen before?
I think this has been next level. PASA, Brent, Sam Haynes and the team have really pulled out all the stops. Ignition coming to the party, it's been amazing. It's a world-class tournament based in Shongweni, and it's been very special to be part of it.
Nicola, have you been? Is it fair to say you've been around long enough now to know a little bit about what you're talking about when it comes to the games and the Polocrosse itself?
100%. I've had people sitting next to me asking me the rules, and suddenly I found myself being able to answer. So I've definitely learned a lot about the sport.
Okay, so then I'm going to put you on the spot. What do you think we're going to see in the game coming up? Ireland against Zimbabwe.
Obviously, being an African, not only a South African, I'd love to see Zimbabwe go through. Finishing third, but Ireland's been playing well. They've had a fantastic tournament, so I think it's going to be a very fast-paced game. Looking forward to seeing all the goals coming through.
We see there's going to be two different styles out there.
Mm-hmm.
European style, UK,
Yep.
Ireland play a similar style as opposed to the way the Africans play.
Yep.
We used to hard, fast fields.
Yep, very.
So we play generally a faster running game than they do.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, and I was chatting, overheard Brent yesterday, and we had a little chat saying that the pace of the games has been incredible. And I do feel with this game we're going to see, like you mentioned, two very different styles coming through. So it's going to be interesting to see who takes it at the end of the day.
And again, we're going to see experience up against youth.
Yes.
The Zimbabwean ladies, particularly inexperienced, young side. The Ireland ladies, very experienced, older side. That's going to be an interesting tussle in particular.
Very much
But
so.
anyway, as we're getting ready now for the horses to start coming on field, and the standard of the horses also been next level.
It really has been. Just everything that the horse owners have done and the quality of these horses, beautiful. They're really playing beautifully, and it's been a fantastic tournament so far.
Okay, we see the horses coming on field now. That's the Zimbabwean side. Their flag bearer out. That looks like Polly Michael carrying the flag, and coming behind her, that's Soph Sargent, the left-hander. Michaela Dodds behind that, and Kirsten Swan, her older sister, in the number 3 shirt for Zimbabwe, up against that very experienced side of Ireland in their traditional green, and they're lining up there. You can see they'll form up now, and we'll cut away to the national anthems. And Nicola, thank you very much for joining us in studio.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we joined up here in the commentary box with Richard Chappell, rather, as we wait for the national anthem for these two sides, the Zimbabweans and the Irish, for the 7th and 6th playoff. Is that right? No,
that's 5th and 6th playoff.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
It's on the screen now. I should have seen that one.
It is. It's literally written there, Cody. But never mind. You'll get it in the end.
I might draw some pictures like you have on our team sheets.
Oh, well, if you can give me a pen, I'm going to draw anything. So just to let you know who we've got out there, I reckon coming on first for the ladies' side, but we'll get into that shortly. Actually, we'll have the anthems first. We've got our respective dignitaries out there in front. So we're going to get the formalities underway very shortly. But welcome here to Shongweni if you're listening in online. Send us a message, myself or Cody, and we'll give you a shout out as well when we can.
Quite soon, if you want to run through those team lists again.
Absolutely, yeah, we'll run through it, and we're going to have the ladies on first as always. We'll have Joanne Lavery in at the 1 posse for the Irish, Debbie Harris at 2, Dora Mangan at 3, and for Zimbabwe we'll have Soph Sarge, Michaela Dodd and Kirsten Swan. So going to have a cracking game, I think we are. There's us on TV.
Tell you what, Richie, it's been fantastic to see. What the ball spot there. It's been fantastic to see how the Supersport guys have come on board, and we've seen a whole new side of the live streaming thing within the Polocrosse. We have seen a few of the test matches being live streamed over the years, but this is a whole new level.
Absolutely, the professionalism has really picked up on this as well. It's even made me a better commentator, I reckon, Cody. I think it's made a better person of you as well.
Well, certainly made a better person of me, because I'm never off a camera now, so I can't really be too rude about people.
Now, we've got a hell of a game here. So I'll find out to see which way it's going to be, whether it be the luck of the Irish or whether it be the fortune of the Zimbabweans.
Hold on.
It's falling apart here. It's Saturday afternoon. Right, in the far sideline now we go, or the near sideline for the commentaries box and the on-field commentary box team. In they go.
Got a very small umpire on that side. Who's that, Cody?
That's Derek Rummel. He's all the way from America, the United States of America. He's been pretty popular here this weekend. It's always nice to see how many people come across from around the world and really join in the chaos. So the ball goes in, snatched up front. Oh, I would have thought it's Sophie Sargent. No, down the ground, rolled out the sideline.
Can you those from here? Wait.
Right, Ireland balls, long one, lob back in field as it goes on the ground. First onto might be Michaela Dodd, rolling, picked up. No, yes, no, maybe draw. Who's going to be back onto it? Lavery had a look at it now. She turns the pony around now, trying to find a way through. She's done it the hard way as Lavery now. She goes over the quarterway mark, still there with Lavery. She's moving away, the big left-hand turn. I'll tell you what, when things don't go right, go left. She comes back towards the middle of the field now, still there with Joanne Lavery, holding on towards the middle. She goes over the line, gets a bit of horseflesh laden by Kirsten Swan now. She ducks around the back, finds a bit of room to work with. Towards the top she comes. Hang on the ball now, still there. Lavery on top of the D, taking her time. She wants to make sure the first one here today. Slowing it down towards the left-hand side. She sends the underarm shot, a goal through the middle. 1-0 the scoreline. Chucker number 1.
Good lean out there for the number 1 for Ireland in Joanne Lavery. A little bit of fortune went their way. Michaela Dodd probably should have pounced on that one. Left it behind for the Irish number 1 in Joanne. She took it all the way downfield and finished that one off nicely. Ireland with first blood. 1 play zip in favour of Ireland. So here we go. Umpire on the near side here. Not the strongest throw, but the ball's into the line out now. Michaela Dodd has picked that one out off the floor nicely. Good work from her first bounce. To apologise. Michaela bringing it downfield now, being hard pressed all the way to the 30-yard. There's the pass through to that left hand of Soph Sarge. Soph Sarge gets a beautiful turn and straight onto the sticks, and another goal in this Jugger. But the first one for Zimbabwe. 1 plays 1.
Oh, that's right. The one apiece now. The equaliser early on. We've got a whole lot of Polocrosse coming away. 8 chuckers, of course, as we go back towards the far sideline of the field. Derek Rummel calls him in. In they come, balls in, out the back. First onto it might be that Dora Mangan. Mangan goes down, doesn't come up with the dough. He's been left behind, still rolling around. Kirsten Swan goes, no, it's not. It's Debbie Harris. Harris comes up with a nicey now. She opens up the bay pony towards the 30-yard line. She goes. Her number 1 poised out front, and Lavery popped across. It's there. Joanne Lavery in the box now. She ducks around the back of Kirsten Swan, opens up the underarm shot out front. Goal time.
Couple of rusty mistakes here in to begin this game. A few missed pickups, few missed opportunities, but ball on the floor into the racket is a goal generally. So good work, good hustle here from Ireland. 2 plays 1 as we come back onto the umpire now. There we go, flying into the line, out it goes. Sophie Sarge is going to be the first one onto that one, gets an absolutely grotty bounce. The pitch has been torn up a bit from the games that we've had already. Pass goes through nicely from Debbie Harris to Joanne Lavery. Joanne Lavery just hooks that over the top. Across the horse's neck. Kirsten Swan's right there alongside the meter. A bit of a push there from Joanne Lavery. Well blocked, but Swan decides to do this one without a racket. Leaves it behind in the dirt. So Joanne Lavery's got a bit of time. Kirsten Swan at a bit of a disadvantage. She is unarmed at the moment, but she's still making Joanne Lavery work for it. Great pressure there from Kirsten Swan, but not enough to stop the goal. 3 plays 1.
Got stuck in that one,
All right. You've got time to change it. Is it broken? Yeah, go and change it.
Right, I think Kirsten Swan's racket has been broken there, so she cancels off to get a new one. Oh, well, it's time to get a bit back on the other boys there. Yesterday they had a field day getting stuck into me. And we see Harry Kirk at the back there. He's not a healthy man today, is he?
No, he's looking pretty weak. Half the man he normally is. And, well, he's out without a phone these days. So, yeah, and there's Matt Johnson up there as well, some on-field commentators.
All right, back on track now. Down the ball goes. Azay picked up what I thought Ireland ball now. Lavery comes up with it now at the halfway mark. She turns around trying to find a way back upfield. Michaela Dodd putting a bit of pressure now. She ducks on the back. Lavery now on the quarterway mark trying to find a bit of room to work with. She's found it over the 30-yard line. Around the front she goes now. The underarm shot from out front. Goal time.
As Harry calls it on the field, he's absolutely right. Ireland's come to play. 4 plays 1. This one for 5th and 6th, don't forget. So there's a lot of honour to play for in this one. And Ireland, they won't want to make the mistake of going down in this game to Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe and Ireland already played, and Zimbabwe, I think, came out on top of that one. So this is an interesting game as well with Ireland up already. So now it's gone onto the floor. Soph Sarge just gets the end of a racket to it, but doesn't manage to hold on to it. Now back with that lady, Joanne Lavery. She's been on every loose ball on the floor. Lavery now just opens up that pony now up to the 30-yard line. No, checks up herself. Michaela Dodd pressuring her the whole way. Here comes Soph Sarge into the equation. Sophie can't quite get there either. Still, Soph Sarge with a big bump there, takes them into the corner, picked up by Kirsten Dodd. Swan now just gets outturned on that one. Lavery with a quick shot from quite a bit of distance there, but puts it through. 5 plays 1.
Oh, the Irish girls have put a bit of a run on here. 5-1 the scoreline towards the end of chucker number 1. As we go towards the far sideline now, Derek Rummel calls him in, balls in, out the back, down. Would have thought Kirsten Swan had an eye for it now, but it's on the ground, picked up by no one just yet. It might be Lavery, it's Lavery now, turns the pony around, I tell you what, off she goes, spur in the flank, Money in the Bank away, she goes towards the 30-yard, all on her own now, underarm shot out front, goal time. 6-1 the scoreline, chucker number 1.
7 goals in the chucker already, 6-1 as you say. That's a lot of goals for one chucker, I tell you what, and, especially in the ladies section, and that's beautiful. Joanne Lavery has been absolutely everywhere.
And while we have a moment, a big happy birthday to Sean Hilton.
Wait there. Wait, slow down. Keep coming.
Hold on, Nigel.
There we go, line out into the... Debbie Harris was standing there completely on her own. Debbie Harris now, there was no player next to her. Michaela Dodd was not in the equation, so Debbie, that was an easy take for her. And she pops it through to Joanne Lavery and another goal to Ireland. 7 plays, 1.
Right, 7-1 the scoreline there, chucker number 1, as the names start rolling in. Susie Rose, all the way from Australia. She's tuned into every game so far, and she's been desperate for a bit of a shout out. So we're finally getting to. I hope you've been working on your beer pong, because you're pretty ordinary in 2015.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Shout out as well to Graham Keith, who's sent us a lovely picture of us when we were on screen. Thanks for that, Forry.
Oh, it's tricky to look good next to you, Richie. You do dull us all down a bit.
The only thing that looks good on me, Cody, is you, buddy. Lost track a little bit there. I'll work out what's happened. I think we're just waiting for an Irish repair. There we are, Joanne Lavery. I think she's worn out her tack from going one way.
All right, y'all are on me. Stop.
Not the end of the chucker as yet. Far side onto umpire Rummel, all the way from the United States of America. It's Joanne Lavery who's taking that one at the front, pops it back to her number 3 in the form of Dara Mangan. Dara Mangan now is going to come downfield. She's got Kirsten Swan right up alongside, which is a bit of a concern as well. There's Kirsten Swan. There's the pass across the line, and there's the big overarm. 8 goals in this chucker to Ireland. 8 plays, 1.
Oh, well, last week we saw a 9-goal chucker come across from Chad Munica. We might be on here for a 9-goal chucker from Joanne Lavery. 8-1 the scoreline so far, chucker number 1.
Zimbabwe really failing to find a response here. They really need to get their head up and get in the game here. It's getting away from them pretty quickly.
Sorry. Turn in there. Just turn in there. Come on. Watch right there. Yep. Back up, twos. Roll it.
Right, ball goes in, down on the ground. Oh, Michaela Dodd had an eye for it. Donna guys, Lavery, no, she's left behind me as well. As bouncing around, rolling around, I'll let you know. Comes up, it's the left-handed number 1, and Sophie Sargent come up with it. But that's the end of chucker number 1. 8-0, 8-1 the scoreline in favour of Ireland. As Harry says on field there, we have got 8 chuckers coming our way. It's a lot of Polocrosse still to come. And no reason to panic just yet. There's Joanne Lavery there. She chopped and dropped away. She put the ball away through the middle. And we see Zimbabwe's goal coming across here in the highlights package. Given across Sophie Sargent. Out front now.
Another one that was the shortest highlight reel for the Zimbabwe goal, so it's going to be the highlight reel is going to be the rest of Ireland. So there we go. That was Debbie Harris popping it downfield to her number 1 in Joanne Lavery. Joanne Lavery out the side, and it was a great goal as well. But Ireland really stamped their authority on this game. Zimbabwe yet to find their way into it so far, but we'll see what the men can do.
Oh, sorry, I have got a message in. I must apologise and give a little bit of credit across to Zach O'Leary. Spur in the flank, Money in the Bank comes straight out of his repertoire.
Oh, that's copyright that you've just broken, is it?
His check's in the mail.
It's going to bounce, Zach. I'll give you a heads up right now.
Yeah, the debit orders are starting to come off this morning. It's a sad sight for my bank account. The 8-goal chucker there from Joanne Lavery, all the way from Ireland. She's come across here and really turned it on for us in the first chucker.
So to let you know who we've got coming on now for the men, we've got Seb Chambers coming in at the 1 spot, Owen O'Donnell, and Stephen Newsom at number 3. And for Zimbabwe, we'll have Darnie Swan, Chrissy Coetzee, and aerodynamic Ross Shand. Just keep an eye on Ross, the number 3 for Zimbabwe. When he gets up to speed, it's like a sports spoiler.
Right, yeah. The Ninja Turtle, the back there, the ball goes in, snatched up. I tell you what, you gave it the big call there, popped across. Darnie Swan out front now as he hits the line all on his own now. The underarm shot out front, goal time. 8-2 the scoreline, chucker number 2. And that is where the 8 chuckers will come in. There's lots of Polocrosse coming our way.
Darnie Swan's had a pretty good Ignition World Cup Polocrosse campaign, I have to say. I mean, we are in the 5th and 6th club, but Darnie and Ross Shand, these two have paid up well. Generally in the 1 or 3 position, but here we go. This one into the line-out. Ross Shand's gone over the top of that one. It's been picked out of there. No, Owen O'Donnell can't handle it. So it's been picked up by Chris. Is that Ross Shand? No, it's not. It's Chrissy Coetzee. Chrissy Coetzee with the long, speculative one. Beautiful ball through straight to his number 1, and Darnie Swan, who'd already made his way downfield. Darnie just dancing up to the 30-yard. Loves that little drop over the 30-yard line. Gets him across and finds an easy way around the back of Stephen Newsom. 3 plays 8. Zimbabwe coming back in the men's section.
That's right, 8-3 so far. 2 goals to the Zimbabwe boys this chucker. And they go far sideline now.
Stop.
Ball's in, right out the back of the line, out first, back onto going to be Stephen Newsom. Now comes up with it nice, he sends a back pass across. I'll let you know as soon as you can see. I see a bit of noise there. Seb Chambers over the line he goes now, picks up nicely out front. Goal time, Ireland. 9-3 the scoreline, Chapel.
9-3 indeed. Nice fast goal there as well. Beautiful feed there from Stephen Newsom. He's taking a leaf out of the Zimbabwe book there with the long ball from the line out. Seb Chambers back in his number 3 there to send it through for him.
Come forward, come forward.
Here we go. Into the line it goes, down on the ones, and Darnie Swan looking round. He had no idea where that one went. Lucky, really, it went over the sideline.
Right there, right there, right there. Right there.
There we go. Into the line out once more, and out once more it goes. Love a reset line out.
Right there. Come forward.
There we are. Into the line out. Out of Stephen Newsom's racket. He manages to throw it backwards as well. Ross Shand picks it up. Ross Shand, I'm telling you, watch him. His head's going to go level very shortly. Loves to open it up. Here we go. There's Ross Shand now. Ross Shand doesn't get up to full speed, so we don't go see him aerodynamic just yet. Turns that one around, being hard pressed all the way. There's the long ball downfield to his number 1, Darnie Swan, but it was trying to swat it away by Stephen Newsom, but Darnie Swan gets there just in time and pops it high and over, and another goal for Zimbabwe. 4 plays 9. Big whistle on play though. Or somebody's stolen a whistle.
Always an option.
That's what I do.
It's the only way I get the umpires on my side if I blow my own fouls.
Start hit the tee.
As we go to the far sideline now,
tee.
Derek Grummel calls him in, balls in, snatched up front. Darnie Swan, I tell you what, he's got the ball on the string at the moment now as he goes towards the 30-yard line. Over he goes, underarm out front. Through the middle this time, they're on a comeback on the Zimbabwe boys.
This Zimbabwe men's section launching a bigger comeback than Kim Kardashian.
Slide out, wait for the one. Stop, Green, stop. Stop.
And slightly more talent
Right there,
as well.
right,
As we
come
go
on.
to the near side now, the ball's in, down the ground. Oh,
Yeah,
Darnie
right up.
Swan goes near side. And it's gone off the sideline. Nigel Watson sends him back.
Wait there, wait there, wait there. Come around, come around.
And they come, balls on the ground. Chrissy Coetzee goes down for it, comes up with Icy now. He has a look at the ball in his racket, make sure it's still there as he moves around now. The overarm pass across to Darnie Swan goes long. He's running on as Darnie Swan out front. Goal time.
We got a game on our hands. 6 plays 9. So yeah, discussion we're having here in the commentary box is it does look close to the D, but I think the camera
Stop
makes
there,
it look
stop
like we're
there.
in the D. But
I
we're
want
not
you
so
to
sure.
stop,
Let's
Dave.
give him the benefit of the doubt, like we say.
Here. Oh. You can't cross that tee. I told you before. Get away. Get away.
Umpire Derek Rummels laying down the law on that one. The run that Zimbabwe's been having has been broken by a penalty by crossing the tee there. So it's been handed over to Seb Chambers, who throws it high into himself, but it doesn't. It's not a good bounce straight up, and it's bouncing all over the deck, and it doesn't seem like anyone's able to get hold of it. And the ball's out of play at the moment. I can't quite see where it is. There we go. Roshan has come swooping in onto that one. Roshan now just looking to put his way through one of the beautiful feet through to Darnie Swan. Darnie Swan, as all ones do, makes that pass. It looks a lot more difficult than it actually is. It's 7 plays 9.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that's a catch for Shannon Gilson. As we come towards the near side, I would have thought.
Stop there, stop there, stop there. Slow down, White.
Right, and they come near side now. The ball's in down the ground. First onto it might be that man, Roshan. Shan out front now. Looks for his number 1. Donnie Swan gets ready out front now. The underarm shot out front from the top of the D. Goes through the middle. 1 goal in it now. 9-8 the scoreline. This is the Zimbabwean boys on a run here.
So I think we're up to 7 goals, 7-8 goals in this chucker. 7-1 to Zimbabwe in this chucker. Here in chucker number 2, Zimbabwe have really fought their way back into this one. And thank goodness for that. Makes for a great game.
Him if he's jumping forward.
Here at the 2024 Ignition Group Polocrosse World Cup. There we go. That one flies into the line. I think it was pulled down by Chrissy Diaz Roshan, who had first digs, but not Roshan who picks it up. It's Stephen Newsom. Nice offside pick up there from Stephen Newsom. Here comes the beat, though. He's going to get a bit of wood for his troubles, and Roshan's going to come in and have a go as well. Hunting him down now. Can't quite get onto him, though. Darnie Swan's been taken out of the equation. Great bit of work there by the number 2, Owen O'Donnell, to remove Darnie Swan. And here's Roshan now. Is going to look to, sorry, Chrissy that looks to intercept that one. The pass is a little loose. It's onto the floor. Roshan comes out of nowhere. Doesn't manage to hold on to that one. It's going dangerously fast. Roshan into the back of the racket. Great pickup from Roshan. Brings that one away now. Roshan. And here we go. Oh, there's a whistle on play, though, because it's the end of the chucker and for no other reason. Roshan, what a great snap that was. That was a beautiful bit of camera work there. You could just see what Roshan did there. It was a long line out and he shortened it and jumped in for that one. The big pass. That was a beautiful pass there from Chrissy. He had to put all of his weight behind that one. Plenty to spare up to the 30-yard when Darnie now and just drops that over. It's a cool little drop across the 30-yard for the bounce out, Coates.
Oh, that's right. To tell you what, Donnie's one, he really likes that that little drop over the line. It's very similar to what Mikey did. I wonder if they learned it as juniors, because they all seem to like that slow down on top of the line and just let the 3-run pass as they drop it about a meter off the ground.
Yeah, they're a long way from juniors these days, let's be honest. But yeah, it's quite an effective bit of work that is. And there's that long ball through from Roshan through to that almost got intercepted, that went through to Darnie Swan. Darnie Swan popping that through nice. I do love a long ball. Yeah, I see a lot of it just falling Zimbabwe way, but they did rake that one down. That was Chrissy Kutsi once more. Top spin pass downfield, and that one was perfectly weighted, that was, I have to say. I thought it was a little close, but yeah, beautifully done. Roshan.
Looks awkward when he's got the ball in his racket. Yeah. Always watch it to make sure it's still there.
Yeah. There we go. There was that pass through that Darnie Swan had to reach back for. Didn't give him the credit at the time.
Right, I tell you what, the Zimbabwean support team has been fantastic all week long. These kids have not stopped. They must have done about 21 Ks up and down the field with these flags. It's fantastic to watch the next generation be as excited about Polocrosse as we were.
Well, there's one right there, Chloe Sargent. That's who's got the 2 flags coming out the top of her head there. She's daughter of Soph Sarge and Greg Sarge. There's Greg Sarge, looking absolutely fabulous in salmon. It really is his colour.
He seems to be buying more and more shirts in that colour, so he obviously agrees. And Greg Sargent, one of the stalwarts of Zimbabwe Polocrosse. He's been around for a long time as Greg Sarge.
He certainly has. I mean, he thinks that salmon is
Can we get it?
Okay, slow. Stop there.
Not yet. Right, ball goes in now. It's on the far sideline now. Derek Grummel calls him in. Ball's in, snatched up now. Yes, it's Debbie Harris. Harris up front now. Turns the pony round now. Trying to find a way back down the middle of Main Street. She's got a bit of traffic to work through though. Opens up now. Debbie Harris. Harris now trying to find a way past Kirsten Swan. She decides to not against the gauntlet now. She goes back in towards the corner. Around she goes. Takes Kirsten Swan on stick side. Debbie Harris now going one way or the other now towards the top of the D. She comes. The big overarm. No, hangs on. Turns the pony round. Trying to find a way back. Still there. Harris now, whatever dummy now. She comes back in. No one bought that one. As we get going again, still there with Debbie Harris now. She comes right through and muscles the ball right over the top. Through the middle this time. They break into double digit to the Irish. 10-8 the scoreline.
Yeah, and the Irish ladies picking up where they left off after the last chucker as well. And I love this one because it's Debbie Harris who has done 6 World Cups, be it for the UK or for Ireland. And playing against one of our old teammates that she used to play with the UK there, Sophie Sarge. So great to see these two playing against each other, doing battle out there on the field. That one into the dirt now. Soph Sarge, who's managed to pull that one out as well. Good work from her, but she's got 2 players, and one of them is Debbie Harris, her old teammate. Ball is popped back into play. Polly Michael, who gets first attempt, second attempt, she manages to grab it. Thank goodness for Zimbabwe that she did. Still with Polly Michael now. She looks to open the taps as she heads downfield. Looks to pass it across the line. There's the pass across the line, but it's a little bit loose and gone straight to Dara Mangan. Dara Mangan who's coming away with that one now. Dara now puts down the bounce. Great bounce. Oh, but the collection, not so much. It's been left behind. And who's in possession of that one? It's back behind play there. We can't quite see. It's with Soph Sarge. Soph Sarge, who's now back in possession, was going to want to put one on the post. And Dara Mangan out of nowhere. Soph Sarge, the lefty, caught napping there a little bit there maybe. Tries to put the wood in as well, but Dara Mangan gets away from her once more on the back line. There's a better bounce for Dara. She gets that one through, being pressed by Polly Michael all the way downfield, and the pass is a little bit loose and it's onto the dirt. You don't want it there. This field is really churned up. You have no idea where that ball's going to go, but on this occasion, over the sideline.
From here, in the midfield.
Right, a massive shout out to the bar. They've just sent us to Red Bulls Chapel. It's been a long week so far, and we've got one more day, but we've got to keep the energy levels up here. As we get going, I tell you what, Debbie Harris came through with the dexterity of a Thailand pickpocket there. Snatched it right underneath Kirsten Swan's nose.
That's a big word, Cody. Dexterity for you. Word of the day, toilet paper.
Well, I've been thinking about it for about a chuck and a half, trying to get into the play. I'll take Anya because Chapel's got the giggles. So we get going. Still there with Sophie Sarge on top of the D now. She comes right around the front now. Gets a bit of wood led in from Dara Mangan. She turns the pony around, trying to find a way through. The big overarm shot. A goal this time. Looks wide. Do not touch the scoreboard.
Yeah, Soph's had a bit of issue with her shots at goal this last weekend, I have to say. She probably needs a little bit of a recalibration there. Body language kind of says it all. So Dara Mangan to bring this one away. Sophie Sarge right there alongside.
Bring it up here, bring it up here. Up here.
There's a lot of up here. Trying to wait and see what it is. Okay, so we're ready to go. There we go. Dara Mangan to bring it away. She gets back. She does not get the collection. It's back onto the floor. Who's going to turn to that one first? Looks like Soph Sarge is going to go for that one. Not Soph Sarge who gets there first. Instead, it is Polly Michael. Polly Michael who picks that one up, and she's racing downfield. Pops it through to Soph Sarge. Soph Sarge not to miss. Soph Sarge with the goal. 9 plays 10.
Oh, that's right. Chapel 10-9 the scoreline. 1 goal in it. Chucker number 3. As we approach the halfway mark of this game. Still 1 goal in it.
Do not cross that line. Slow down. Slow down.
Tell you what, the microphones of the umpires have been a bit of a sticky point all week. I'm not quite sure if I like it or not, but it does help us know what's going on in the field as the ball goes in, down the ground, first onto it's going to be Dara, no, left behind, it's picked up, yes, no, maybe it's Sophie, Sargent comes through, picks up, down the middle she goes. She's got Dara Mangan waiting for her in the corner now. She shepherded her away. No, she decides against the corner. Runs back into the midfield now. Big left-hand turn away now. She hangs on the anchors towards the middle. She comes there. Still there. Sophie Sargent around the front. She goes with a bit of space and pace and underarm shot. A goal through the middle this time. The equaliser here at 10 apiece.
Yeah, and that'll make Soph Sarge feel a lot better about herself as well. She's starting to fire again, getting them in between the sticks. So good for her. 10 plays 10. had to fight away around the front there as well. And yeah, Soph can fight.
Lie down, Sonny, wait there.
Oh, that's right.
Stop
She
there,
picked
stop
the
there.
line and
Get
ran with
even.
it.
Get even.
Nice, confident, big run there. The ball goes down the ground. Oh, Kirsten Swan. Swan comes up with it. Swan has been dislodged though. Comes up with it again. Had her lost it. Got her back now. Look for the pass across her number 1. Oh, she doesn't have a racket. She put the ball down. Harris comes through. Debbie Harris. Yes, no, maybe. Picked up. Oh, I'll let you know. Still on the ground there. Picked up by Harris. Harris out front now. Gets the big pony going towards the 30-yard line. She's got Kirsten Swan out front as she hits the line. Running there with Debbie Harris. Hangs on now. Trying to find a way past Kirsten Swan. She comes back towards the midfield as sends the underarm shot a goal through the middle this time. 11-10 the scoreline. Chugga number 3. And a big whistle on.
Yeah, Soph Sarge having to run around most of that goal there, completely unarmed. She dropped her racket in the dirt, I think, fairly early on, trying to get the racket there off Polly Michael, but the exchange didn't happen fast enough, and Ireland had already gone with the ball before they had a chance to get back into it. So, tough one there for Soph Sarge, but a good goal, good fight there from Ireland.
Okay, stay right.
Okay, here we go. Back in action.
Go down. That's yours. You can't cross that line. The 2's got to give you room. I told you.
Oh, Derek
over.
Rummel, he's been pretty
away.
stern on that far side on
Away.
that line out, it seems. He's handed that one across to
Right.
Debbie Harris, the number 1 for
Right.
Ireland. He's done it again. I think that's the second or third one. Oh, the pass is a bit loose from Debbie Harris through to Dara Mangan. Dara Mangan doesn't get it on the second attempt either. Still on the floor. Whistle on play.
Ball on Ireland.
You got there. Right.
Time off. Hold on.
What do you got
So
there?
just holding time while we try and
You got
sort
there?
out what's going on there.
Yeah.
On
I
Ireland.
could probably tell you,
Ireland.
but I
Yeah,
won't
yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't think I should.
Yeah.
Then more. Right. Yep. Them down that way, haven't they? From here.
From here. Play.
All right, Zimbabwe ball. So Sarge to bring it away. So Sarge with a 3 throw right for the middle of the field. Good collection as well. She's still got all the players in front of her. Just going to wait for her teammates just to maybe pick up a few players. But that is the end of that chukka. End of chukka number 3. A little bit closer at the end of this one. 11 plays 10.
Oh, that's right, Richie. The big fight back from the Zimbabwean side. 11-10 the scoreline. After the first, it was 8-1. And Zimbabwe's managed to put a big run on here and get back as we get to see the highlights going here. A lot of scrap on that chukka. Ball's down the ground for a fair bit of it. Polly Michael digging deep and getting a couple of good pickups there to send Sophie Sargent away towards the goal line.
Yeah, there's never much change between these in that section. It's normally Sofa 1 and Kurs 1 at 3 with Polly and Michaela Dodd there, who generally change it up in the middle. Ireland have got a bit more flexibility, I think, in theirs. So we see Debbie going up at 1, 3, 2, everywhere really. Abby Hamill came in on this last one, but yeah, Debbie Harris, beautiful flick out the side there from Debs.
Oh, we see the UK team there with their travelling support. They've been good value all week and certainly kept the Shongweni economy ticking over in terms of SAB.
Got a couple of legend players there as well. Look, that's Penny, what was Hillier, now Webb. Has been Webb now for about 20 years. Had their 20th anniversary the other day, actually, interestingly. That's good to see them here as well. And a few of the Shearings as well, with the founding families of Polocrosse in the UK.
That's right, and he's sort of sitting next to Sarah Van Wyk. And in my opinion, Sarah Van Wyk, if you put her name down, was a shoo-in to make the Ladies World Cup side for South Africa. She's one of the better players I've ever seen in my entire life. And
back a little bit more from the team. A little
just
bit close.
keeps getting
So
better.
when your mate turns up, you're almost right there. So just another 2 horse lengths back, and then he'll come in next to you, then you both walk up together. Okay?
Right, towards the far sideline they go now. It's Patrick Parham in the middle. He's joined the party now. Connor
Aren't you
Doyle as
stuffing?
well. And they come, chucking number 4. Ball's in, out the back. First onto it, going to be Roshan. I tell you what, how about the pickup on Roshan there as he gets going now. Lets the pony get away from him now as he moves around as number 1 out front as he gets going towards the 30 on line here. Sends a bit of a dummy there, trying to find a way through now. His number 1 and Donnie Swan. Donnie Swan wants the ball early. He wants to have a run with it now as he comes back through now. Still trying to find a way through now. The pass goes across to Donnie Swan. Swan now on the quarterway mark, trying to find a way through. Now he's on the pretty big pony as Donnie Swan as he gets going down towards the middle of Main Street. He's got, is that Stephen Nesum? It is Stephen now. I'll get his surname going correctly. Oh, well, I'd love a pronunciation lesson from an Irish person as we get going. Still there with Donnie Swan in the box. Oh, Tiny Swan ducking, diving, looking for a way through. He's towards the top of the D. Still there with Tiny Swan. Has a look over his shoulder. Checks where his threes are now. As he moves away, opens up a bit of space now. Underarm shot a goal. And that's the change of pace we were talking about the other day, Richie. He manages to find a bit of room without exhausting the horse with stops and turns too much.
Yeah, it's a beautiful play. I do like seeing there's a few players here at the World Cup that use that technique of just slowing it slowly, and then just put foot flat to the gas and go for it. And it does work. Prevents turn.
Slow down.
Wait there. You want to turn as little as possible to conserve your horse as much as possible. There it is. This one comes flying down on Zimbabwe's side, but it's going to be Stephen Newsom. Nice pick up there from Newsom. Now backward pick up as well. The scores are level. About to change though as Seb Chambers flies through, takes the pass and pumps one through for Ireland. 12 plays 11.
Oh, well, the evergreen Seb Chambers. I chatted to him in 2019 and he said that probably his last World Cup. He's made a liar of himself as he's joined in here, and he's done a fantastic job this week as the ball goes in. Out the back, I tell you what, Roshan, he's got the better of the turns, but he didn't get the ball there. It's on the ground, still rolling around as Seb Chambers comes up. He gets a bit of wood from Donny Swan as he ducks around, finds a bit of room towards the near side. He comes, still there as Seb Chambers goes around the back as Roshan puts the underarm shot a goal through the middle this time and brings it back without two. Now it's 13-11.
Good turnaround here from the Irish men. And they went down hard in the first chucker, but they're coming back at it in this one. 2 goals the difference, 13 plays 11. So Irish men finding a bit of fight.
Slow down. Come in slowly.
Umpire calling them in. Come in slowly, he says. There goes the line-out ball down on the two's toes and into the dirt. Can't quite see it, but it looks like the only man who can is Darnie Swan. Darnie Swan's pulled that right out. He must have needed a spade for that one. Look at the pace on that pony. Sends him flying forward. Darnie Swan to the post. 12 plays 13.
12-13, 13-12, whichever way you look at it, 1 goal in it. We go towards chucker number 5 or about halfway through chucker number 4. So I preempted that one a little bit too much. I think we've got a bit of time off here.
I think it's toast.
Well, there's Sarah Van Wyk, as I was saying. She's chatting to Penny Webb. And, well, there they are.
Some Pierre Cardin shirts fit some people better than others. Look at that Matt Johnson, fine figure of a man.
Yeah, I'm not in a position to make any judgments there, but he's been good value, Matt Johnson. I've seen him out here a few times. He came out last year and played the high goal, so he's we're beginning to get a good team going on here.
There's a special wave there as well from Harry Kirk.
Right, I tell you what, wave if you've lost your phone. Not the wave I was expecting, but I'll take it.
Do the loose arm if you are still single.
Right. He's good value, old Harry Kirk.
He certainly is. Wherever there's a party, there'll be a Harry.
I must say, I think the hardest part about losing his phone is the back catalogue of Tinder dates. As we go towards the far sideline now, it's Derek Rummel calling them in. And the ball goes down on the ground. First onto going to be PP Patrick Parham now. Parham comes up with it nicely now as he looks around, shortens the racket, trying to find a way through. I'll tell you what, he's looking for the pass across to his number 1 and Donnie Swan. Swan wants it early, but Patrick Parham hangs on to it. He found himself in a bit of strife there. I'll tell you what, the burners are on him at the moment. He's copping more than a little as he sends the overarm shot across back to Donnie Swan. Swan out front. I tell you what, he's got more real estate in front of him than a Bloemfontein goat farmer now as he goes over the line. The underarm shot a goal. Through the middle this time. The one normally rolls off my tongue a little bit better than it is today, but the Red Bulls are catching up with me, and we'll get a bit better as we go, Richie.
I think you're doing a sterling job, Coase. Don't knock yourself, buddy. Let me do that. Just holding time. I think we've got a bit of attack issue there for one of the Zimbo players, so they're going to go adjust their toupees back at their camp. And while we do, we're just having a look around, a bit of a team chat between the Irish there in the middle. Looks like, is that Seb Chambers, the number 1? It looks like he's borrowed Connor Willisco's glove.
That's right. Connor Jackson, as he's affectionately known here. I tell you what, the crowds are really started rolling in here in Shongweni, and it's what an atmosphere.
Irish support there. Look at them going. The coaches always love a. There's a lot of coaches apparently in the Irish side. Yeah, it really is packed out. The fence section is the VIP section, keeping the posh folk away from the plebs.
Rightly so. Us dignitaries need our own space here, Richie.
Absolutely. More so calm down after a heavy commentating section. I agree with you.
And that's right. Let them eat cake, as they say.
Or throw it at them.
Oh, well, the Irish, nothing's dampened their spirits. They've had a good week so far, and I don't see them slowing down until Monday morning at the moment.
There's the Zim side as well, Chloe Sargent. I think that's Monty Michaels there. Monty's mum is playing number 2 in the ladies section for Zimbabwe. There's Hayden as well.
Oh, he's certainly got his dance moves from his dad.
Lady in a pink top. Just... Some wear pink better than others. I think she looks better in pink than Greg Sarge did.
Well, she needs to put on a coaching clinic for Sarge, or get a number across to him soon. And the action back on track now. We're getting going now on the near side. They come. Nigel Watson puts the ball in down the goes. Oh, I would have thought Patrick Parham had an eye for it though, but Nizam sends the pass across to his number 1. Travelling on front, it's Steve Chambers. Chambers over the line. The underarm shot. Goal time from there.
So at least Zimbabwe's managed to bring it level, but they haven't managed to get their nose in front just yet. 14 plays 13 in favour of Ireland as it stands at the moment. Dying embers of the 4th. Chaka here.
Oh, well, I've got a bit of a shout out coming from Tony. He's sitting all the way in the UK, but he is a Zimbabwean supporting Zimbabwe today. As the ball goes in, and right out back, it's a return to sender. Derek Rummel gets all 6 again.
On the tee.
On the tee, he says. In they come. Ball's in right out the back. First onto it. Gonna be no one just yet. It's Connor Doyle. Doyle comes up with it. He opens up the pony. Sends a little pass across to his number 1. And Seb Chambers. Chambers out front. Too big, too strong, too good from there.
2 goals the difference. 15 plays 13. And Patrick Parham just managed to keep his seat there. He leant out for that one and almost didn't hold on to the horse, let alone the ball. So pulled himself back in.
Right there, right there, right there. Wait for Green to come. Good work. Come forward, come forward.
There we go. Umpire's happy, throws that one into the line out. Big blast of the whistle right in my ear.
Ball right there.
And that's from umpire Derek Rummel. Said something in American.
At the tee, here, from here. Away, get away 10 yards. Away.
It's a Zimbabwe ball. Darnie Swan to take it away. He gets a bit of a grotty bounce. 2 of them to boot. Good collection as well there from Darnie Swan. Does play, he's one of the coolest players out there, old Darnie Swan, and that one flicks over the back of the head, but may have gone a little bit long for him, and that one over the back line. Bit of a mistake there from Darnie. Don't see many, but that's a biggie. He needed that one to pull Zimbabwe back into it.
You got it.
That's right. As we approach the halfway mark here, end of Chaka number 4, we will remind you that the on-screen clock is not exactly accurate, and we will get going now. Still down the middle she comes. It's Stephen Nesm now turned the pony away now, trying to find a way back towards the middle. He comes still there, hanging on, and that might be Chaka, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's not. We're still on track. Yep, we're still on here now. Stephen Nesm makes his way down to our field, and that's Chaka this time. No one seems like in a massive rush there.
Yeah, some great highlights here from this one. The Irish there. A lot of wood coming their way, but manages to avoid a lot of it. Seb Chambers firing past Ross Shand as if he was going backwards there. But as you can see, the pitch starting to carve up a fair bit. We're on our second last day here at the Ignition World Cup 2024 here in Shongweni.
That's right, Richie. We are getting to the sticky end of the tournament now, and this might be this is going to be the last time we see these men and ladies out here for the final game of their World Cup campaign. Right, Stephen Nesum, he seems to distribute the ball well with Seb Chambers as Chambers makes good runs up towards the box. When he gets the ball, Stephen Nesum is he's happy to hold it, happy to throw it, and that's the kind of 3 you want when you're a travelling one.
Well, there we go, a few more shots in the crowd there. That's actually some of our invitational players that have come in, and we've been playing in the Barbarian games in between our internationals as well, so it's great to see them. That's Cian Entjes from the Netherlands. There on the right-hand side in the orange hat. Of course it is orange. He, have to say, was actually used to play his Polocrosse up in Zambia as well, so good for him. Good to see him down here.
I'll tell you what, that's been one of the highlights.
There's a baby for sale.
Don't cross over the
Right, we do.
Y'all are both over. I want y'all stopping there, not going over it.
Oh my word,
Okay,
it's falling
let's do
apart here.
this.
We are really coming to bits here. As we go to the far sideline now, we'll try to get a little more professional. In they come, Michaela Dodd in the middle now. The ball goes in, down the ground. Michaela Dodd, she's kind of had a look at it now as she's rolling around, trying to find it. She's come up with it. Has Michaela Dodd now on the tee. She turns around. Debbie Harris hunting her down. You don't want to get stuck sticks out of her. As we get going, she sends the pass across. It's gone down on the ground now, picked up by no one just yet. Oh, Lavery across to Mangan now, trying to find a way back towards the number one. And Joanne Lavery towards the goal. She goes now around the front of Kirsten Swan out front. 16-13, no mistake. As they extend their lead by one more now, it's 3 goals in it, chucker number 5. All right, Joanne Lavery, she's played every World Cup since 2011, and showing her experience there. She gets going now. The ball's snatched up in the middle. Debbie Harris out front now, gets going. She's got Michaela Dodd hunting her down as she moves to put the wood on now. Still there with Debbie Harris now ducks on the back of Michaela Dodd as she looks for the pass across her number one, calling for the ball. She gets a whole lot of horseflesh laden, and I'll tell you what, more horseflesh from the McDonald's burger at the moment as she ducks on the back. Joanne Lavery now looks her way through. Still there on top of the D comes Lavery, taking her time now. She knows she's got the lead on. Oh, she slowed her right down, playing the cat and mouse game. Right back, she's trying to get Kirsten Swan to follow her out, but it doesn't come off there. She ducks on the back, sends the underarm shot a goal through the middle this time. 17-13 the scoreline, Ireland.
Just do a shout out to Matt Mawson. Hope you got that leg up onto the sofa that you were looking for back there in Zambia.
Slow.
Okay, far side we go. Umpire Rummel throws that one and goes properly high as it comes off the wire. One's rackets has been picked up at the back there by Dara Mangan. Dara Mangan now making her way.
Making her way downtown, pass across, Joanne Lavery out front. The teamwork makes the dream work here. Richie, I'll cover you if you cover me. And it looks like a goal to Ireland there, 18-13, I would have said. A little bit of confusion though. Ooh.
I'm back, baby. Not sure what the call was there though, but yeah, that was looked like, you know what, and what. Yeah, never mind, eh?
Green was in the area.
So the
Green was in the area.
foot was in the area is the call, so there we go. She was in the D. It's going to be Kirsten Swan with the 30-yard. Here we go. Kirsten Swan to take it to herself. Wasn't in the D. That's not what you do. Must have been in the area. Never mind. Anyway, with Zimbabwe and Kirsten Swan. Swan just avoiding the swing there from Joanne Lavery. The pass downfield to her number one. Hopefully it's gone to Racket. Yes, no, it's gone to Michaela Dodd. So it's sister to sister. Michaela now is going to look to put that one into the area, but it looks like a carry into the area. Great pressure there from Ireland.
Right, the carryover from Michaela Dodd. She hung on to that one just slightly too long, trying to find the pass across to Sophie Sargent. As the ball's been given across back to Ireland now. We've gone one way or the other, coast to coast, Cape to Cairo. We're back on track, still there. Dara Mangan now goes down the middle of Main Street, takes on the gauntlet as she opens up down the middle, sends the pass across now. It's Lavery out front as she hits the line. Overarm shot out front, extending the lead by one more now. 18-13 scoreline in favour of Ireland.
5 goals the difference. Ireland have found their groove that they had in the first chukker. They're really enforcing their dominance on the Zimbabwe ladies in this chukker as well, which is very much to the detriment of the Zim ladies. 13 to Zimbabwe, 18 to Ireland.
You're good there. You're good
Just
there.
waiting for the Zimbos to come back to the line out.
Slow, slow.
Whoa, slow is the call. There it is, ball into the line out. Looks like that one's been snapped by Michaela Dodd, and see what the call is by umpire Rummel.
From here.
No idea what the call is, but however, it is going to be a Zimbabwe ball and taken downfield. Down hit apparently is the call. Cody's got a better eye than I have, but he's younger. Still with Sosage now. Sosage just dancing around to the left, to the right. Shoots that one out the side and high and sends it wide. She's going to be kicking herself after this one, Codes.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Sophie Sargent, she doesn't miss the speculators too often. She's pretty confident with that underarm shot, but it hasn't come off today a few times. And I've got no doubt she'll be putting on the pressure to get back then better. And we go back on track. It's Dara Mangan on the 30-yard mark. Sends a pass across to number 2. Goes 3 to 2 now. 2 looking for 1 as we go back towards the 30-yard line. Oh, sorry, my mistake. 1 out front. It's Joanne Lavery. Lavery out front. And you won't stop her from there. 19-13 the scoreline. Chucker number 5.
Wait. Stop.
There we go. Okay, there we go. Into the dirt. Our on-screen score is correct, and that one's been picked up by Michaela Dodd. Good work from her. Pass through to Sophie Sarge. Sophie Sarge now, who's managed to get hold of that one. She's going to need to take this one downfield pretty quick. The Chucker seconds just ticking away. So Sarge to the 30-yard, lays down a bounce. Good collection as well. It looks like she's found a way around the front. Dara Mangan tripping, and she goes away. Goal Zimbabwe, 50-19.
Oh, well, she's pretty good, Sophie Sargent, when she got a bit of space in her hands. And you saw her there when she ran around the front. And that's how she likes to score her goals.
Slow.
As we go to the far sideline now, Terry Grummel. Ball goes in, out the back, down the ground, come up, Island ball. No, it's still on the ground. I'll let you know. Rolling still. It's Michaela Dodd. No, Kirsten Swan gets a bit of woodwork laden, and it goes out the sideline.
Somebody in the crowd getting the ball their way, and there's.
Play.
There we go. That one is back on play with Ireland now. That's a nice, beautiful pass through to the number 2, Debbie Harris. I think that's Debbie Harris with the ball, but she's being hard pressed by Michaela Dodd all the way. The pass is great, just out in front for Joanne Lavery as she heads towards the 30-yard now, lays down a bounce. Good collection. Big overarm there from Joanne Lavery. 20 plays 14. Zimbabwe mistakes being turned into Irish gold as it stands at the moment. Great pressure from Ireland. And I think she got that one through just in time at the end of that chucker of number 5, which is 20 goals to 14.
20 plays 14. And the Zim men are going to come up. They've got a bit of a job ahead of them, but we saw them come out last time and put a bit of a run on. And I think they'll feel pretty confident they can do the same again. Oh, I'll tell you what, so far, Joanne Lavery has been my pick of the girls. Out front, she doesn't make too many mistakes as Joanne Lavery, and you see her there. She really tried to play the game of cat and mouse with Kirsten Swan, pull her out and towards the outside of the box, but Kirsten Swan, stubborn as he likes, stayed right where she was, and made Joanne come to her.
Look at the pace of these ponies as they head downfield. There is a lot of speed in these things, and that pass looked like it was being intercepted rather than an actual pass. But yeah, there she was again, right out in front. Didn't even bother pumping the brakes, just carried on through. That pony there that So Sarge is on Billabong Mead too, I think it is. Is that right? Yeah, I do like that pony, I have to say. That one, that's probably one of the ones I'll be signing my checkbook for.
Oh, well, you're going to have to go chat to Charlie Van Wyk and Sarah Van Wyk. They've got a fair few horses in their stable yard that go equally as good, equally as well, I suppose, if you're being the Queen's English.
Yeah, let's use the Queen's English, Cody. I don't know what it is you're trying to use, but absolutely.
Yeah, they do good stuff. As we see Ian Penderse, I tell you what, that man is, I personally think he's responsible for about 50% of SAV's turnover every month. And he's done a fair bit of sponsorship and good work for South African Polocrosse over the years. He's a loyal supporter of South African Polocrosse, sponsors high goals, sponsors junior teams. He's done a fantastic job over the years.
So that's who I need to talk to if I want to get an invite to the high goal. Is that what you're saying, Cody?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is right.
When you're ready.
Well, I'll tell you a short story about Penn. I got onto him to sponsor a high goal side a couple of years ago. And I gave him a budget, and I said, this is sort of what I'm going to be asking you for. And he said, yeah, no, that's perfect. And then he went berserk and spent about 5 times that on kit and food and beer. And it was, we didn't win too many games for him, but we had a hell of a good weekend.
That's what it's about. That's why we play.
Steve, we've hit our 2 minutes. Am I starting with, they don't have all the Irish. They're missing an Irish. Am I starting without them? Oh, it's too late now. They're already here.
Oh, well, there he is, Chapel. We've got Ross Shand out there on the chestnut pony. He's had a really good week so far.
Stop at the T.
And they come far side now. It's Derek Grummel calls him in.
Twos, you got to back up.
Oh, well, they go back out now. Second time round, balls in the ground. Looks like Shan had an eye for it now. Gone on, he goes, picked up ball. Chrissy could see, sends a little pop pass across to Donnie Swan. Swan now on the halfway mark, turns the pony round. He doesn't want to go the gauntlet this time. Holds on now, trying to find a way past the number 2 and Connor Doyle. Connor Doyle coming in, putting the pressure now as Chrissy could see, comes back and takes a player. Still there with Donnie Swan. Nice and cool and calm, collects as he goes right around the back. Oh, yeah, had a look at the ball, but it's been gone out the back line there. Might have put the mocker on him there. As we get going again on the back line, Stephen Nesum.
Line up.
Oh, my mistake.
That's exactly what you do when you don't agree with the umpire.
Right, in the back line, we go to a neutral lineup.
Hold time.
All right, and then we got a bit of time off here.
We've got a shoe here somewhere.
Sounds like we've got to show off a pony, I think, and we're just going to try and get that one cleaned up.
Your horse is right. Got a shoe there somewhere.
What are we looking for?
Looks like Derek Rummel's just the umpire there, just walking around with his hand out looking for a clue. He's lost his whistle.
Right.
Well, if you're going to umpire, you're going to need one of those. And the umpire dropped his whistle. Can't find it at the moment.
Righto, re-whistled. There we go, that one thrown in. Stephen Newsom turns to it first. Donnie Swan weirdly turned in. That one coming up to the 30-yard line. Stephen Newsom doesn't manage to hold on to it first time. He's going to have another dig at it. Yes, he is, but he doesn't manage to hold on to it that time either. And the fortune favours Stephen Newsom there as Donnie Swan's horse's foot managed to get to that ball and kick it over the back line.
Right, and they go. Back line now. Derek Grummel calls him in for the second one now. Ball goes in. This time, Donnie goes the right way as the ball goes out. It's there for no one just yet. Picked up in and out the box and whistle on.
So for the uneducated, I don't think you can actually stand on the line of the ball as it travels out of the area there. So I'll see which way this one's going to go. You can tell Derek's definitely found his whistle now. He's given it a few sharp blows there.
Connor, back left.
Yeah, that's right. And
are you calling something on that?
Steve.
a bit of a, he stopped on top of the line there. It's a little bit dangerous, like pulling out into a giveaway and just parking your car there.
Green 2-1 to pick up the
You're going to be in a bit of trouble.
What a great analogy, Cody.
I'd love to take credit for it, but it's actually from a polo player, Joburg, Duncan Ellis.
So Zimbabwe going back in. Yep, right. Got that Zimbabwe going back in.
So that's another comment that you've stolen there, is it, Cody? Can't wait for you to come up with an original one.
There's no new ideas, just new marketing.
Did y'all get this fixed?
Mark, spot there going back in.
No.
Zimbabwe.
It's going to be your ball. It's
White
gonna be your
ball. Yeah, when you're ready. Wait there. Yeah, we'll pick this up too.
Righto.
Yeah, well, good joke. I'll tell you what, Richie, we've had a fantastic team in the commentary box here. I've enjoyed every single minute with every single one of you. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely worth the trip down. I have to say, it's been an absolute jewel in here, I have to say. You know it's a good one when you hear an Englishman saying jawl as well. Anyway, meanwhile, back on play, it's with Darnie Swan. Darnie Swan is going to look to get past Stephen Newsom. Taking his time, dancing around. Looks like there it is. There's that move, that big pick up and pace there from Darnie Swan, and much needed for Zimbabwe. 15 plays 20.
That's right, 15-20 the scoreline as we hear a bit of noise coming in. I thought the Zimbabwean support, I reckon they would have got a bit of support from their neighbouring countries in South Africa and Zambia. And a lot of it's quite nice to see how many of the countries come together here, Richie. And we're going to go in the near side now. Nigel Watson didn't like the look of it.
Back up, go back twos, go back twos.
It is going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow when South Africa plays Australia as well, see which teams pick which side. Anyway, there we go. It's Stephen Newsom. He's on a second attempt to pick that one up and does it well. Stephen Newsom now just rounding to the left there, just trying to get past Darnie Swan, who's right there on his non-stick side. But Darnie won't give up. He's going to keep fighting for that one. Still with Newsom, but he's slowing it right down. He's got goals in his favour, so he knows it's the right thing to do. So still with him now, Darnie Swan tracking round. And he's just waiting for Stephen Newsom, waiting for his number 2 to come in and pull him out of the equation. Owen O'Donnell, I think that is Chrissy Coetzee now comes in and takes over. There's a big wood there from Chrissy Coetzee. And with a big bit of wood comes a big whistle.
Yeah, and the big smile from Stephen Newsom.
Yeah.
He kept his smile shiny and bright though. Right, and while we've got a bit of time off, Jake Ostinian, all the way from Zimbabwe, he's sitting in the UK with Shane Borland. He's asked us for a shout-out. And Sonia Mansfield, she's in Zimbabwe. She says we need another drink, but we actually haven't had any, which is the surprising part.
Well, then
she's right then.
Zimbabwe, free goal to Ireland.
And on that end, if anyone's listening.
Goal to Ireland.
Right, 20 plays 15 in the moment, chucking number 6.
Hit him with his horse in himself.
21-15, my mistake, because we get a free goal on the board. A bit of a wild swing from Chrissy Coetzee.
Chrissy could see, but he couldn't see what he was hitting. Here we go. Here's the replay now. Stephen Newsom that was in possession. You're going to see a very aggressive-looking Chrissy Coetzee come flying into the equation. There he is, Chrissy now. And this is him about to have a big vent. Vent! There we go. That's the big wind-up and the swing there. So you can't actually swing from higher than the horse's rump there. So he came from absolutely miles away to put that swing in. So hence the goal on the board.
Henry!
Well, that is a rule, but I don't know too many people that follow it, Richie.
Slow,
and they go far sideline now on the balls there. Derek Grummel sends a big one out the back first onto it. Nizam now. Nizam comes up with a nicey. Turns the pony round, trying to find a way back down the moor. He's turned into the trouble though. Away he goes, still there with Nizam now. If things don't go right, go left, he says as he goes down the middle. Opens up his pony now towards the 30-yard line as number 1 poised out front. The long blob pass to Seb Chambers. Chambers now, big left-hand turn, trying to find a way back towards the top of the D. He's got Roshan to work with in the box as he slows it right down now. He's got a bit of time on his hand now. He moves away. Big right-hand turn. Oh, Roshan hanging off the D. Doesn't want to follow him too far now. He's still there with Seb Chambers. And I think there's a bit of a game plan here from the Zimbabweans as they hang off the D when they've got the Irish in the boxes. Seb Chambers puts number 22 away there. 15-22 the scoreline. Chuck at number 6.
Slow down ones, slow down ones. Keep coming, keep coming.
Oh, that one in and out very quickly. Chrissy could see he bent back for that one. He almost got hold of it, but not controlled.
Wait there, ones. Turn around, come forward.
That one into the line out. Darnie Swan, who picks that one out the air as well. Much needed as well. 22 plays 15, and it's going to be 16 just now. And there it is, Darnie Swan with the goal for Zimbabwe. 16-22.
Well, he's pretty to watch when he's out front as Darnie Swan. He gets a bit of room to work with and puts that one away, punishing them for the lack of intensity on the ball. They go towards the far sideline now. It's Derek Grummel to put the ball in.
Slow. Stop.
In they go, balls right out the back. Stephen Nizam comes back. Darnie goes, picked up. Ross Shan across to Darnie Swan. Swan now on the quarterway mark. He's got to get all the way up now. He's got 2 green shirts around him as he slowly goes over the line. Gives himself a bit of room now as he comes back towards the near side now. Stephen Nizam. We'll get it right at some point. We're still there with Darnie Swan on top of the box now. He goes right, trying to find a way through. Around the right-hand side he goes. The overarm shot, a goal. Straight through the middle this time, no mistake. Darnie Swan, they're back on the rise yard. The Zimbabwean boys, 22-17.
Yeah, Darnie Swan, great to see him playing here. He said he wasn't going to make
Slow
this
down,
World
slow down,
Cup
White,
just
slow down, White.
due to a
Come
few
forward,
health
come
issues, but it
forward.
looks like he's overcome a bit of teaspoon maybe of cement. That one comes into the line out. Chrissy Whittle onto Chrissy Coetzee, sorry. Though it's onto that one. Great snap there by Chrissy. Chrissy with the long ball down in front ahead of Darnie. Darnie doesn't manage to pick it up on the first attempt. Second attempt he does, and he's going to need this one to close it out. Nicely done by those two. 18 plays 22.
Oh, that's right. They're back on the up now. The Zimbabwean boys, 18-22, 4 goals in it. If my maths is right. The end of chuck number 6, 4 goals in it at the moment.
Quick math there, Code. Well done, buddy. 4 goals of difference. 22 minus 18. And there we are. There's our commentary position once more. Matt Johnson managing to dwarf Harry Kirk there in the commentary position, isn't he?
No, that's right. And Harry Kirk, he seemed to be shrinking over the day. He's hasn't found his phone. He's found 2 other phones, though, which is very disappointing for him.
I think he's grown throughout the day, to be fair. He started off the day pretty much fetal, so it's good to see him upright. There we go. That's a little bit of a duck around the back there. Manages to pop one through. Darnie Swan plucking that one out of the air. Zimbabwe really needing him to find his groove, that's for sure. And that's the scene here at Shongweni here in South Africa at the Ignition World Cup 2024.
Oh, well, Durban really has come out to play today, and it's fantastic weather out here. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here, right now, Richie. It's a fantastic environment and a fantastic atmosphere at Shongweni here this weekend.
I wouldn't want to be anyone else other than next to you either, Cody. Thanks for that, buddy. That's exactly, I know what you meant, so yeah, thanks for that.
That is exactly what we meant, what I meant. Oh, and we see the Zimbabwean boys out there. Hayden Swan, Josh Swan, and one of the Baker boys. I think it might be Riley.
There's Demi Sarge there as well.
All right, now the girls are out. Kirsten Swan. It looks like Kayla Dodd in the middle, and out the front we've got Sophie Sargent.
Derek Rummel just... No, he's decided that it's going to be easy to umpire on the horse, so he's going to get back on.
Right, looks good. Oh no, they're going to have a bit of a chat.
Just come to get back here a bit further, so when you come up, we can throw it straight in.
Right, 4 goals in it now. Chucker number 7. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last time you're going to be seeing these ladies out here for the 2024 World Cup, 2024 Ignition Group World Cup, Richie.
Exactly that. It's like an echo out here.
Dude, you're crowding them so bad.
Umpire Rummel on that far side there puts that one into the line out. It's going to go flying out the back, and it is Dara Mangan. She turned that pony inside out. Great turn from her ahead of Kirsten Swan. She's quite a long way ahead of her number 1 in Joanne Lavery, but that does not matter. She pops that one back into the racket of Joanne. He pops it through for Ireland's 23, plays Zimbabwe's 18.
23-18, the scoreline. The Zimbabwean girls are going to have to pull one up the hatch here and get within arm's reach for the Zimbabwean boys to come back next, Shaka. As we come up on the near side now, it's Nigel Watson calling them in. 1, 2, 3, balls in, up, down, as oh, it's Michaela Dodd. Kayla comes up with an icy now, hangs on the anchor, trying to find her way through. She's got a bit of woodwork coming away from Debbie Harris now. She turns around, Kirsten Swan comes up, picks a player, still there. Kayla Dodd on the quarterway mark now, trying to find her way through back towards the 30-yard, and she's got her number 1 out front, and Sophie Sargent now. Oh, you want to get stuck in the kill zone there, Kayla. She gets back going down towards the middle of the field. She comes still there, big left-hand turn. All right, she comes. Sophie Sargent wants to collect the ball today. Popped across. Sophie Sargent now with a bit of haste on the pony as she goes around the front. Sophie Sargent, she likes shooting him from here. Underarm shot, a goal through the middle this time. It's 23-19.
So Zimbabwe within 4. Umpire Rummel asking him to stop. There goes the ball into the line out. Can't see where that one's gone, but it's been picked out nicely by Debbie Harris. She is proper quick, like a mongoose on a snake in the middle of that line out. Debbie Harris now trying to go left or right. Not sure which way she's going to go. Looks like she's found her space. She's going to find her groove as well. Here comes the pass to Joanne Lavery. Beautiful as well. Joanne Lavery with a big overarm. Another one back for Ireland.
Right, we're back on track. Chucker number 7, 24-19.
Wait. Wait for the other one. Wait there, twos.
Ball's in now, down the ground. Debbie Harris goes down for it now. It's Dara Mangan. No, it's not. It's Kirsten Swan. Swan comes up with a nicey now. Turns the Pretty Bay Pony around. That's Magellan now. She goes around on the halfway mark, trying to find a way through. She's still got Debbie Harris to deal with now. She does the hard yards up the middle, finds a bit of space, sends a pass across. Oh, Sophie Sargent, second time round, comes up with a nicey now. Bit of a swirl from her racket now. Down she goes. Quarterway mark down around the back. She goes now towards the corner. Oh, she's got a bit of pace on now to Sophie Sargent. Out wide. She sends the underarm shot a goal. Oh. Oh, I dare say we're going to have a bit of a time off.
Yeah, we got time off. We got time. You all right? You got the horse?
Right, ladies and gentlemen, as we sit now, 24-19, 5 goals in it. We've got about a chucker and a half coming our way. There's plenty of time to get the goals back. And the Zimbabwean goals are getting enough ball to put it away, this chucker, Richie.
They certainly are, but they're not making the most of the opportunities, to be honest with you. I think so far probably should have checked out of that situation, and I hope she doesn't watch this back and hear me say that. She probably will. That's an email incoming, I'm sure. But, yeah. I think Zim have got the tools to turn it around, but this is the last chance for these ladies at this Ignition World Cup 2024, the last time we're going to be seeing them. We'll welcome the men back once more, not just yet, but we will shortly, and they'll want to leave an impression before they head home on the flight on Monday. Righto, looks like Dara Mangan, she's just checking her jaw, all is working. So she's going to be the one to bring that one away, and missed opportunity at the goals. Dara Mangan to bring it away, certainly is. Here we go, up to herself, and collection is good as well. Finds a bit of a flat spot on the field that is starting to carve up a fair bit. Still with Dara Mangan. Dara now making her way downfield. Here comes the swing from Sophie Sarge, but the pass is weakened on the floor. Who's going to pump the brakes and get there first? Looks like it could be. It is indeed Joanne Lavery. She's got a harder handbrake. Joanne Lavery now just onto that one. Missed opportunity there for Kirsten Swan now. So it's going to be still with Joanne Lavery. Lavery round the back end there of Kirsten Swan. Pops that one out the side and high. Goal to Ireland. 25 plays 19.
All right, 25-19, as you say. 6 goals in it as we approach the final moments of this 7th chucker. Is that a goal?
It is. We are just fetching an overreach, I think.
Oh, okay.
As we focus on umpire Rummel there.
Right, there they are, the Zimbabwe girls. Sophie Sargent, Michaela Dodd, and Kirsten Swan out the back.
Probably should just say how excited I am that I've managed to supply Graham Keith with the new screensaver for his phone. It's exactly what I would go for as well.
Slow.
Love to be able to share that picture with you. There we go. We're back on play. This one's gone into the dirt once more. It's pretty dusty down there, to be fair, and it looks like it's been left behind. I see rackets going onto the floor even. It looks like Dara Mangan's left her racket in the dirt, but that does not matter. The number 1 for Ireland in Joanne Lavery has come up with the ball up to the 30-yard line, lays down to bounce, finds a way around the back end there of Kirsten Swan. Shot on the post. 26 plays 19.
26-19, 7 goals in it at the moment as the Irish girls are just doing the better on the floor at the moment. They're finding their way to get to the ball every single time it goes down. It's and like you say, it is getting chopped up there. Nice. It's like a sand pit over the tees, and you have to dig deep to get the ball out. And the Irish girls just managing to find the ball a little bit more than the Zim at the moment.
And it's funny how that's turned around from the pool stages, because it was a different story in the pool stages, and Ireland really have sorted themselves out to come back into this one. There we go. It's Joanne Lavery once more that's come up with that one, but Sophie Sarge is trying to get down to that racket now. Pass through to the number 3 of Dara Mangan. Nice pass there from Lavery to Mangan. Mangan now still with the ball, but here comes Sophie Sarge to try and dislodge that one out of her racket as well, but Mangan still going downfield, spinning her way downfield as it stands. Debbie Harris comes in to clean out the racket there for Dara, as Dara pops it through to Joanne Lavery, but she can't hold on to it. First attempt, second attempt, no. It's going to go back now to Kirsten Swan. Kirsten Swan, 7 goals the difference it is at the moment, so the Zimbabwe really need this one, but Kirsten Swan seems to be pedaling a little bit, and I'm not sure if she'll get away with that one. She does indeed, though. So that one goes to the sideline.
Yeah, that's right. I think Kirsten Swan will probably count us off a little bit unlucky there. It has been popped across to Zimbabwe anyway, and Sophie Sargent from the sideline lobs on into herself now, the left-hander number 1. She's got the stripe on her back now. She gets going on the quarterway mark. She's got to go all the way around the outside now. Opens up the big bay pony now. Hangs on the ankles, trying to find her way through now. Still there with Sophie Sargent taking her time. She finds a bit of gap down the left-hand side of the field. The left-hander number 1 around the front. She goes underarm shot out wide. Goal time. 20 plays 26 here, Gritchie.
Slow, low-scoring chuck of this one, though. Not many goals in it as yet. More Irish way, of course, but it's 26 plays 20. 6 goals of difference. They need the Zim men to come back and fire this one up as well if they want to get back into this game and take 5th place. There we go, ball into the line out. It's Sophie Sarge who's managed to snap that one at the front of the line. The time is ticking away when Sophie up to the 30-yard line lays down a bounce. Collection's good. Goal to Zimbabwe. 26 plays 21.
That's right, 26-21, and we will remind you that the time on the screen is not the official time, and we'll wait for the hooter as Sophie Sargent snatched him up front, and away she went all on her own towards the goal line. She'll want a second go at that one as we come up on the near side now. It's ball in, snatched up this time. Oh, who's it? I'll let you know. Rolling around, Sophie Sargent, down she goes, comes up with it now. 2 in a row from Sophie Sargent now. She gets going now towards the 30-yard line. She can't stick around too much, I think. I would have said she goes now towards the corner. Doesn't want to stick around. Big left-hand turn from here. No, she decides she's going to... That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the last time we're going to see these goals today. I would have thought...
And that's the sportsmanship of it, ladies and gentlemen. They go head-to-head for 24 minutes, these 2 lady sections, and a big hug at the end of it as well. That's what this sport's about. Sportsmanship. We're all one big family, and it doesn't matter which country you come from, so it's nice to see that as well. That was a bit of a big hug. Few highlights from that game as well. Look at that, Darren Mangan. She really did have a good time turning out the back of the line out in this game, I have to say. There's a beautiful pass there through to her number 1 of Joanne Lavery, who cut that pass off nicely and then through the sticks.
No, that's right. And here's Kayla Dodd. I tell you what, I've watched Kayla come through the grades and from juniors. She's done a fantastic job to get you and has not disgraced herself in the slightest. We see Sophie Sargent putting away one of those angle shots that she really likes.
Well, it's good of you to say that, Cody. I mean, I know you didn't make it into the ladies' team, but maybe there's always a next time.
A dream can dream.
Joanne, I gotta say, Joanne Lavery, she had an absolute blinder there up in the 1 spot. She'd be my pick for MVP in this game, I'd have to say. She was all over everything, from the first chucker to the last. She was absolutely there. So Sarge managed to find a bit of a groove towards the end as well, but a little bit too late, I'm afraid.
Oh, I agree with you. Joanne Lavery having an absolute blinder there. She put away an 8-goal chucker to start them off, and just managed to keep the momentum in the island's way, in the Irish's way. Oh, I don't know how to phrase that.
I'd give up.
Yeah, what I was trying to say is they got off to a good start and stuck with it.
There's a man on his phone there, Ian Heaton, the man from Polocrosse Extreme, just probably writing up his column as we speak. You see those silvery fingers at work, typing up his thoughts on the game.
You know, probably commenting on one of the Polocrosse Bibles, one of the links to his YouTube channel. A bit of free advertising, never killed anyone, so good on you, Ian.
I heard it went the other way, if I'm honest with you there, Coach. Polocrosse Bible stealing Polocrosse Extreme material. Is that not the case?
No, his stuff's way too intellectual and smart. We just post memes.
Well, you did say a big word at the beginning there, didn't you, there, Coach? What was that, diversity or something?
I think it was dexterity.
Dexterity, there we go.
And thanks for bringing it up the second time round, just to put a bit more pressure on it.
Some ferocious flag waving there from the Zimbabweans. It's probably much needed. They are 5 goals down as it stands, but if anyone can bring it back, that man Darnie Swan, he can do it, and he can make it look good while he does it.
Well, here they come, the Zimbabweans, the Irish, chucker number 8. We're all good, 21-26, 5 goals in it. The Zim boys are going to have to get a big start here as the ball goes in. I'll tell you what, they might have got it. Oh, it's been put down. Stephen Nesum now picks up nicely. You can't make that mistake there. As the ball goes across, it's with Seb Chambers. Chambers out front now. Let's see, underarm shot a goal. Extends the lead now, 27-21.
Well, we'll see what the party's like if the Irish win this evening. I'm pretty sure they'll be keen to unleash the drinking Irish fury tonight if they win this one. 6 goals the difference indeed. Umpire Nigel Watson brings him in. That one slapped down into the sideline, I think.
Well, we saw the Zimbabwe boys put away a 7-goal chucker in their first, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. As we get going back on the near side now, Nigel Watson calls him in, balls in, snatched up. Chrissy could see, I tell you what, it's a good time to catch a ball. As he gets going, he's copped a little more than a lot there. The ball's popped across, and I think we'll march him down 2 by 2 all the way to the 30-yard mark.
Absolutely. Connor Doyle, he lost that one out. He's a bit far behind in that line out, so he came in swinging like a Hillcrest housewife.
Copyright as the ball goes in. It's there. We go back on track. It's there with Donnie Swan. Donnie Swan on top of the D. I've got a video from the high goal that'll prove you wrong there, Richie. As we get going, it's still there with Donnie Swan. Swan on top of the D now to Tony wrong. Oh, it's becoming in bits in the commentary box. As we get going now, still there, Donnie Swan now trying to find a way through. He's holding on, trying to find a way to the top of the D. He hasn't got too much time, does Donnie Swan. He's going to have to put this one over the top, I would have thought. Around the front he goes. The underarm shot out wide goes through the middle this time. 22-27, 27-22.
Yeah, pretty much sure I used that comment back in the in 2003, but that's fine, Cody. You write that one up whichever way you want it to go. There we go. Chrissy could see he snapped that one in the middle. He's made an absolute difference when he came in the 2 spot. He goes for a bit of a headbutt as well. There's the pass. It's a little bit long, but it's gone over Darnie Swan's side. There's Darnie Swan. On the end of it, Darnie Swan can't hold on to it. And there's these pressure situations that will make the difference, especially when you're 5 goals down. Darnie Swan manages to get there in the end. Pops another one through for Zimbabwe, 23-27.
Oh, they're on the chase here on the Zimbabwean boys, and they come. Chrissy could see 2 in a row. He's doing the better at the moment in the line-out, and he's going to have to catch a few more to pull the boys back up. In they come. Chrissy could see 2 in a row. Can he get 3? Balls in down the ground. It's a Roshan this time, I would have thought. No, rolling around. Chrissy could see 3. Chrissy could see comes up with it. He's the man of the moment now. As Chrissy could see as he gets going. I tell you what, when he starts ducking like that, he's feeling himself pretty good now. The ball popped across 2. Oh, he's put too much pepper on that one. Too many Weetabix this morning. As it goes out the back line.
Yeah, I think he was trying to hold on to his pony on that one as well. He had nothing left on the brakes there. So sadly, that's a huge opportunity wasted there for Zimbabwe.
Oh, well, Chrissy could see 3 from 3 at the moment. And
Nigel,
he's got the ball on a string at the
Christ.
moment. The ball back.
Hold on.
Oh, well, sorry for all the Christian fans.
Jesus. Bless you in the name of Jesus.
Hold on,
so we have to say,
chill
actually,
a
yeah, because
second.
you could see it on the floor, but he couldn't see it, the pass. Get it?
What the fuck?
Oh. All right, we're back on track. Stephen Nesum now as he gets going. Still there, Stephen Nesum. As he looked for the pass across, he's hung on to it now. I think he knows time's on his side now as he goes back over the 30-yard mark now, giving away, trying to find a way through to his number 1. Big left-hand turn as he gets to going now. He'll do the carry work himself now. Seb Chambers now does a channel. He's been shut down, but Seb Chambers nice and calm, cool, collected now as he goes around the outside, gets to going. Seb Chambers out front, underarm, out front, goal time, 28-23 the scoreline. Sugar number 8.
Yeah, this one's starting to slip away from Zimbabwe. 5 goals of difference. And like I say, what a turnaround from the pool stages. Kudos to the Irish. They've really fought their way back into this one.
Slow.
Oh, that one's more crooked than Michael Cranor's teeth. So that one's been handed across to Roshand.
Get away.
Roshand's going to bring that one away.
From there. Play.
Play has been called. In the meantime, we're not there, but there's the umpire that called play. In with Darnie Swan. Darnie Swan making his way downfield now up to the 30-yard line. Pressed the whole way. So, Stephen Newsom there right alongside. Darnie Swan knows he needs a fast one. Pops it high. Pops it through. 24-28. 4 goals the difference now.
Right, 4 goals in as we approach the final seconds of this chucker. Christy could see he's had a few catches. This chucker has been doing the better now. The ball goes in. Oh, it's up in the air. First onto might be the man, Stephen Nesum. He's had a good chucker out the back, but he's left it behind this time. Oh, Darnie Swan will come through. The last mask gets a cheese here as he comes up, picks up nicely now. Halfway mark now, ducks round the back. No, he sends it to a big right-hand turn. He's got a bit of traffic coming his way now. As Darnie Swan, I tell you what, he's getting more hits in the blackjack table at the moment now as he comes around the back. A bit of room to work with Darnie Swan out front, 25-28. 3 goals in it now.
And have Zimbabwe left it too late. Time is ticking away. Don't know how much time we do have left in this chucker, but not much, I can tell you that much. 3 goals required. Darnie Swan, you really want him to hurry up and rush, but it's better to make sure the goals rather than rush him. That's probably why I'm not out there. That and other reasons.
Cross that tee.
Yeah, that's it, Chapel. When I heard the selection, they said it was because he rushed things. The ball goes down on the ground, picked up. Yes, no. Darnie Swan comes through, picks up. Oh, he's found himself in a bit of mess now. Darnie Swan, out he goes with a bit of fresh air out in front of him. Darnie Swan, oh, you won't stop him from there. Underarm shot, 26-28 now. 2 goals in it. The boys on the comeback.
We got a game, ladies and gents, but 2 goals. Like I say, there's not much left in this chucker.
You know, as we say, the screen.
Oh, my lord, there we go. That's the end of the chucker. 2 goals the difference, and what a game it was, too, for 5th and 6th. Ireland, your 5th place players.
Oh, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the last time you're going to see these gents on the field at this World Cup. And you can see what it means to the Irish there. I think this might be their best finish in a World Cup.
That's actually quite a good call. I think it is. You're quite right. 5th place, yeah.
Well, Darnie Swan did his best at the back end there to put them away. And he came pretty close. Chrissy could see, I tell you what, he had a blind in the last chucker, catching 2, picking another one up.
It does make a difference having that 2 in the middle. It really does. And here's one of the line-out balls here. This one flying out the back. And I think, Ross Shan going over the top of that one. I think Stephen Newsom was onto that one like it was an Irish potato. So still through now to the number 1 in Seb Chambers, who pumps that one through. Great work from him.
Oh, well, to quote the great man Harry Kirk, he was all over it like the froth in a Guinness. And Darnie Swan putting away a goal there.
It is the difference how these goals are scored, isn't it, really? I mean, these Stephen Newsom and Seb Chambers, they've just teamed up perfectly for the Irish and managed to force the big W. So it was through. Look at that. Cool as you like through to the post there.
Oh, that's right, Richie. And I think what started it off was just the momentum that the girls carried the whole way through. Joanne Lavery had a really good game out here, and she made sure of her goals, and she got them through pretty quick. And that's what really put the nail in the coffin, I would have thought, towards the end.
Right, that's absolutely right. I mean, the damage was done fairly early on. The ladies really did dominate the Zim ladies. So, as much as Darnie was doing out on the field there, it wasn't enough to squash the Irish promise that they had out there today. So, quite a few of the replays from that game as well. I mean, look at how Darnie came out of that one. I don't know how he came around, swinging that racket around like Harry Potter's wand. He just came out of nowhere. Great work from him.
Wingardium Leviosa, indeed.
Avada Kedavra.
That's unforgivable.
So that's the final confirmed score there. Ireland 28 goals to Zimbabwe's 26.
And we can say, without a doubt, our expert opinion, that Ireland did win this one because they managed to score more goals than Zimbabwe, apparently, Richie.
Yeah, and the best way to do that is to have more of the ball and put them through the post. Is exactly right.
That's right. The name of the game is actually possession, Archer. As we see the Irish girls, they pass the ball around quite a bit. And it's nice to watch Joanne Lavery when she's out front like that. She doesn't seem to make too many mistakes. She likes the overarm goal in front. It's not something we normally coach, but it seems to work pretty well for her.
There we go. Look at that fast ball from the line out as well. Sending that one wide straight to Seb Chambers as he cuts across field all on his own. Was a lot more of that from the Irish. You know, they're normally not huge users of the long ball, but it's definitely worked in their favour today. As we start to get ready now for the MVP male and female player of the game. And I have to say, I don't know what my calls would be. It'd be interesting to see what they call on the field. What would you have gone with, Codes?
Well, it's always tricky picking these ones. I personally think I probably would have gone with Joanne Lavery and Donnie Swan. But
yeah, that would be my call as well. Absolutely. I think contrasting between the two different sections there of Zim male dominance and the Irish female dominance, it was good to watch those two, and it really did make it a seesaw game.
Yeah, well, Zim was never really out of it with the boys fighting back as well as they did every chucker. They managed to come back from a pretty ordinary start and get back within evens, or get back to evens, and really kept them in the fight.
Now a spectacle laid on for us as it was, and got another day of Polocrosse. Our finals day tomorrow. We'll have our third and fourth playoff. But we head across now back to pitch to do our presentations for best male and best female player.
Okay, we're here with Spoo Majola from Aquella, presenting the players of the match today. And the ladies player of the match, if you could come in the, once you sash there, Joanne, just come into your middle. You just come in here. And Joanne Lavery from Ireland, your ladies player of the match here in a fantastic game of Polocrosse. Joanne, you've been very solid all week. Been an absolute pleasure to watch and call your Polocrosse. Tell us a bit about your week and how you enjoyed it.
Yeah, we've had a great week. I think we've been very unlucky to go down in our first pool games. It would have been lovely to be in that top four. We have an incredible team and we have an incredible pool of horses. I just want to thank the Haynes family for Rebel. He's been unbelievable. He's done a huge amount of chuckers in the last week or so. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you to all the horse diners and especially from Joanne to the Haynes family. A wonderful pony she was mounted on. Congratulations, Joanne Lavery. And your male player of the match, Stephen Duzum. And big congratulations to you, Stephen. We heard Joanne's thoughts. I'm assuming you're going to echo them, but tell us a bit how you found it.
It was a good, tough game, and as I said, the pool games didn't really go to plan, but all I can say is thanks to the team and thanks to the horses, because the horses have been out of this world, and just thanks to all the owners, and that's all I have to say.
Yeah, it was a fantastic display from you, Stephen. Congratulations, and hoping to see you in 4 or 5 years' time. Thank you.